Welcome to the Naomi Show.
Hi there and welcome to the program, and I have three dating divas with me here today, Tiffany Hall, Tottie Goldmith and Sam Downie, who are here to give guys advice on how girls think. And today we're discussing the things that attract women to men. And girls, there are certain things that we do find attractive in men, aren't there? What do you think, Sam?
I think I need a man who can make decisions.
Yep.
I don't like anyone who's indecisive. I think they need to step up and they just need to be forward. And
yeah. Without being really tough about it, but at least not be, shall we, or what do you think? And you want somebody who's got their own mind.
But not someone who's like, oh, we're doing it like this or we're doing it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you make the decisions, make a few decisions here and there, it's good.
Yeah. What do you think, Tiff?
I think for me, it's all about confidence. Straight away, if they have a good aura of confidence, then I am so attracted to that. And if they have a strong sense of self and an authenticity, then absolutely, that for me is just very attractive.
How can you boil that down a little bit for guys so that they can sort of understand when you say confidence?
Confidence and ego is they're two different things. Just a strong self-awareness, not overtly trying to force it on anybody else, but I'd say just being self-aware and knowing their own mind and their own self and having good core values. I think that's really
good
important.
Core values.
Yeah.
Tottie, how about you?
I mean, obviously, I like a man that just sits really well in his own skin, just really comfortable with who he is. But I get completely taken by a sense of humour.
Oh, me too. Totally.
If a guy finds himself funny as well, and we're both having the biggest cack in the world over the smallest thing, I just completely melt. I find humour
is very sexy. It really is, isn't it?
You feel more comfortable.
You do.
Most unattractive Danny DeVito, bring it. Come home with me. You know, and
he's not necessarily the world's most attractive man, is he? Really?
I mean, I find men, the minute I see through, because you can't be funny and dumb. It takes intelligence to be witty. And so to me that's a package. If someone's funny, it means they've got a light spirit, which I find really appealing, just having get up and go and a real spirit for life. Humour is such an aphrodisiac.
And I think it's really important down the track in relationships as well, isn't it? What it does is it makes you feel that, look, if anything goes horribly wrong, at least he's going to pull me out of it. He's going to have that sense of humour to lift me up. And I think that's really important for women to be able to say, look, I know that he's going to be there and it's going to be light.
But also he's not taking himself too seriously or the world too seriously. The world can be a really tough place to live in. And if you don't have a sense of humour, people can walk around with the weight on their shoulders, and I find that really boring.
It's very draining,
they just get stressed out easily.
It's not sexy.
You don't need someone who's stressed out in the future. It just shows that they'll be stressed out all the time. And
exactly.
And stress will come along, and that's fine. But lighten up.
Any other things we find attractive in men?
I think I'm single, and I think what would really attract me is someone who is inspiring and has a vision for their life, a bit of vision. They're thinking forward and they know where they're going. Ambition can be a bit dangerous because sometimes it's confused with fear, where they just want to succeed for the wrong reasons. But I think if you have a vision, that can be quite inspiring, and I'm very attracted to men.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. If a man has a purpose, a sense of purpose, and there's passion with that, that's a very appealing thing to have.
Is.
Even if you've been, the entrepreneurial type where they've absolutely crashed financially, but they know that they have dreams and they'll go back up again. So it's not about how much they've got, it's about what they're capable of being and what they've got the courage to go for.
What about physical attributes? And it's
straight there. No flat asses. I'm really sorry. That sounds really terribly shallow.
No flat asses for Tottie, guys. Don't bother even approaching her. It won't work.
If you've got a flat ass, be really funny about it.
You got to have a good sense of humour to overcome that one. What about you, Sam?
I like broad shoulders for some reason. Just like not a big muscly guy. I don't like muscly guy. I like big and cuddly. That's my favourite.
I think the thing is that they're healthy as well.
It reflects their lifestyle.
In general, you're going to be attracted to someone who's healthy. I mean, and that may be a primal thing that, if you were going to procreate with them, you would want them to be healthy. It's maybe something you can't even control.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think?
I think men have the same thing with women.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think you've also got to, if you're going to expect that of a man, expect it from yourself as well. Because I see a lot of women that are quite overweight, not gorgeous, and they're what they expect out of a man is so far out of what they're looking after for themselves. And I think you've got to be fair. If you're willing to look after yourself, then can you expect that? But if you let yourself go, sorry, babe, you can't expect that out of a guy.
And what about generosity? I find that attractive in a man. Yeah, and it could be of spirit, of everything. And I'm not talking about buying you a car. I'm talking about being generous with warm compliments and time, with friends, that kind of thing.
Being able to express yourself, and that is part of generosity.
Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, guys, so now you know some of the things that women find attractive in men. And remember, we always love to hear your relationship stories and read your blogs. And you can post them along with your videos on the website at naomishow.com. And we look forward to hearing from you. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Your love life, let's talk about it at naomishow.com.